Ladies and gentlemen, as the president of the African Securities Exchanges Association, ASEA, I extend a welcome to today's webinar on the Africa Exchange Linkages Project, abbreviated as AELP, hosted by the Nigerian Exchange. Let me applaud the NGX for taking a leadership position in promoting the AELP. We are glad to have each one of you to join us today as we delve into the African Exchange Linkages Project and also explore the opportunities it offers to investors across the broader trading. Ladies and gentlemen, as we commence our discussion, it is crucial to examine the current economic landscape to fully grasp the opportunities that lie ahead. Over the past year, African economies have encountered numerous exchanges, including the lingering impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. We are still a lot of markets having post-COVID effects. The Ukraine war and the Ukraine-Russia war is still having a lot of effects in the African markets. The grey listings of some of the markets in Africa, and also the consequential effect of the climate change resulting in food shortages, resource allocation issues in affected countries. However, despite these obstacles, the African Development Bank's Africa Economic Outlook of 2023 report highlights the resilience demonstrated by African economies in the face of this adversity. Moreover, if you look at the projected data, it suggests that the continent's average GDP growth is expected to stabilize at about 4.1% between 2023 and 2024, following a slight decline of about 3.8% in 2021, from 4.8% in 2021. This anticipated growth underscores the continent's potential for sustained economic resilience, and therefore initiatives such as the Africa Exchange Linkages Project are very vital for Africa to rely on itself and also be innovative to have projects that can be done within Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, while operating within this economic climate, we remain optimistic about the future of capital markets. And therefore, the Africa Exchanges Linkages projects present a monumental opportunity for investors across Africa and also across the world by fostering deeper integration and connectivity among African capital markets. The AELP enables enhanced liquidity, expanded investment options, and a broader access to diverse asset classes across participating exchanges. Having successfully launched phase 1 of the project in December 2022, connecting 7 exchanges across Africa, we urge Nigerian brokers involved in the project now to reach out to their counterpart in other countries and strive for an expanded cross-border trading across the continent. In phase 2, which funding have already been approved, slated for the rollout in Q3 of 2023, we will expand the number of participating exchanges to potentially encompass about 15 exchanges. And it is our long-term aim to grant investors across all the 23 African Securities Exchange Association members, ASEA, across Africa, thereby enabling them to maximize returns and take advantage of the wide array of investment prospects across Africa. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we are cognizant of the fact that sub-Saharan African countries, like others, have recently faced significant exchange rate pressures. I hear something have just happened in Nigeria today. I hope we'll hear more about that in the deliberation. Primarily driven by external factors such as tighter financing controls, adverse terms of trade, which are expected to persist. Currency depreciations have also contributed to higher inflations, increased public debt, and deterioration in the trade balance in the short term. We acknowledge that these challenges, while affecting the entire continent, also impact the post-trade processes within the Africa Exchange Linkages Project. To address these issues and facilitate efficient cross-border trading through African Exchange Linkages Project, ASEA, under my presidency, as it was done by the Nigerian Exchange a few months ago, signed a memorandum of understanding with PAPS, the Pan-African Payment Settlement System, in April 2023, to work hand in hand to enhance cross-border trading efficiencies for all investors. And we are very excited because PAPS is a Pan-African initiative run and managed by Africans, and it leads to a greater collaboration within all our trading possibilities in Africa. And therefore, the executive committee under my leadership have actually signed an MOU with PAPS to start the project to deal with post-trade implementation. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, we call upon the broad participation of Nigerian investors, both retail and institutional, to collectively propel the advancement of the Africa Exchange Linkages project and continue to contribute to the sustainable growth and the resilience of the African market. And as my energetic and MC have said today, it was a pleasure that this past week, Botswana was welcomed to the World Federation of Exchanges, and together with Namibia was also welcomed to be a member. And this, I think, opens up possibilities to all the other markets in Africa, because when you join the World Federation of Exchanges, you are joining the elite club of exchanges across the globe. And therefore, it also opens up opportunities for you as an exchange, like Botswana, when we join, to attract much of the foreign capital, because some of the international institutional investors globally do not invest in markets that are not members of the WFE. And therefore, by Botswana and Namibia joining, it means that we are now be able to attract various capital to our market. And also, we will also confine ourselves to adhere to the international best practice and principles, and therefore increasing the confidence and the integrity of our market. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us, and I wish you an engaging and insightful webinar ahead. I thank you.